You get to decide how motherhood is gonna go. Welcome to another Pod Talk episode, and today we are going to be talking about motherhood and manifesting because I definitely believe that they go hand in hand, and I want to share how I discovered it. And maybe at the time I didn't know that's what it was, but hindsight I could see it was. So I remember, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I'm very active pretty much daily, or TikTok. I'm trying to get better at TikTok. We went on a vacation when I just had 3 kids, and my third baby was around. He was either a toddler or like a baby almost. No, I think he was a toddler. And we decided to go on vacation with a big family group, and it ranged from different ages. I don't have anything against anybody, but I was miserable the entire trip. But yeah, we went with a large family group with different ages, and so by the end I was so exhausted. That was the first time that I needed a vacation from my vacation. And it was in that moment where I decided that I never want to go on a vacation where I don't enjoy it, where I don't enjoy the company of my own children, because I was exhausted by the end of that vacation because we were trying to keep up with the pace of the older people and they wanted to do different things. And obviously my kids were the youngest, I think. The point is, I was really tired, and in that moment I decided I will never go on a vacation where I don't simply enjoy it to the max. I think I realized that with setting that intention that I would never ever not enjoy a moment with my children, it made me realize that I wanted to manifest this entire life. Now, it's not perfect because children are still children. You are still human at the end of the day. So you guys are bound to bound heads from time to time. You're still trying to figure everything out. So it's perfectly normal to obviously not always be sunshine and rainbows. But for the most part, we have a good time. See? Okay. Vámonos aquí. I decided to start going more on vacations with my children on our own because I thrive on being by myself, honestly. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay. Tú juega, okay? Yo voy a terminar esto. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I can thrive on my own with all of my children. We went on vacation one winter with my dad, and I already had the 4 of them, but she was a baby. I was still nursing her, and they went with 2 of their grandkids, so they were toddlers as well. The way that they struggled, and I did everything effortlessly. It just flowed so nicely. I enjoyed every single part of that vacation. I don't know, I have nothing bad to say. Once you decide and you put your intentions behind motherhood, behind understanding that you're both human, just understanding that your children don't do things to upset you. Sometimes it feels personal and like they don't like you or like that they want to make you cry. But honestly, a kid doesn't do something intentionally to hurt you. When they have their tantrums, it's them not knowing how to handle their emotions. And once you understand that, you'll most likely have a cool head when they throw a tantrum. That was my first experience on going on vacation. I think I just slipped into my first bullet point, which was make it a choice, because you are in complete control of your actions, of your emotions. I don't know of your emotions, but your actions and how you decide to act around your children and in situations. You are in complete control. And also realize, it's because there's so much advice that I could give out there that I haven't even mastered, but I've learned a few things here and there because I have 4 kids, all under the age of 9. The next thing that I have said was be lenient and not uptight, and also realize that one bad moment doesn't overshadow the entire experience that you've been having. I really try and live by this because there's days where, oh my goodness, it feels like an attack. It feels like a personal attack. And it's not. They're having their growth spurt, their moments, and that's okay. But it's not gonna dim a light on motherhood, because society does that on its own, honestly. The next bullet journal that I have written down here is take care of yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. This is something that I had to learn por las malas. Okay, yo no quería aprenderlo, but I had to learn it. See, this podcast wasn't really gonna happen. Another thing, I was gonna talk about decentering men out of your life. That doesn't mean just like kicking them out of your life or that you don't care about your partner. It just means You put yourself first. You're a very important key to the puzzle when it comes to your family. You are the glue. You're the one who holds things together. You are so valuable. You have no idea. Oh my goodness, my camera's gonna die already. Oh, al rato las pintamos, okay? Okay. Okay. I had to give my camera a break, so I don't know if the angle changed. I'm gonna edit this. Anyway, as I was saying, you are so important. You are so valuable, more than you know it, to your family. You are literally the glue, the one who keeps everyone together, the one who plans things, the one who executes them, the one, in my opinion, because I have been the homemaker. Taking care of yourself. If you think that you can't take care of yourself because it's a selfish thing to do, at the same time, think about your children. They deserve a happy mom. A mom who's gonna thrive, because they see that. They see when you're unhappy. They see when you cry. Kids pick up on that. Trust me. I'm gonna try and power through this because my toddler is speaking next to me and I don't know how this is sounding. The next bullet point that I have written down here is routines. Try different formats. Try waking up at 6 in the morning. Try waking up at 7. Try waking up at 5. Try it all, and whatever works for your family, stick to that. Because there's so many routines. There's women who wake up at 5, who wake up at 4. I wake up at 7:30. I'm trying to wake up maybe possibly a little bit earlier, but 7:30 is the perfect time for me. 7:30 is the perfect time for me. I get my workout in. I had to move to a different location because Kemi was like, no. And so we took a moment, we took a breather. But anyways, as I was saying, routines. It's okay to have a loose routine, but find what works for you. But once you find the one that works for you and your family, stick to that. The next little thing that I had written down is scripting. Journal as if it were already happening. This is something that I stopped doing. Like sometimes I'll remember and I'll get fully back into journaling, and sometimes I won't because I'll do more visually. Before I get up from the bed, I will visualize how my morning is gonna go. Like what I have to do. And I like doing things slowly. Maybe this is why I leave the home at 8, so then I only have an hour for my workout. But I really enjoy taking my time, pouring my drinks, my elixirs, my potions. At times it feels like they're my potions because the intention is there. Journaling is so good. The reason why I have enjoyed journaling is because at the beginning of the year, I got this journal that I started writing in, and I'm almost done with it. But yesterday, I was going back through all the things that I have gone through in the past 6-7 months. My kids are currently watching videos, so I think that's why they didn't hear that. Journaling is such a good way to see your progress and the process in which your thoughts develop and how you change your mind on things. I've shared this before. If it wasn't for me journaling through April, I don't know what I would have done, because I felt like I lost the plot at that moment. I felt like I didn't even know why we were doing things. And going back into that journal, it reminded me that that was the best option for us. That was the best choice. And we need to continue forward. The last bullet point that I have here is stop allowing negativity in. What do you follow? What accounts do you follow? Do you follow accounts that are going to motivate you? Because at the beginning of my motherhood journey, I would follow a lot of moms who were messy, who lived in the chaos, who were like, it's messy in here and it's okay, you're doing wonderful, blah, blah, blah. That's the kind of stuff that I would follow. Now I try to follow more moms who are more put together, whose homes look decent. Because obviously when you have kids, sometimes it's going to get messy for the most part. I mean, they're always running around, so it's going to get messy. But I no longer watch those. I don't find them interesting. I don't like seeing a mom who is struggling and then praise herself for it. I just don't enjoy it. Negativity doesn't only have to do with social media. It also has to do with the state that you live in. How is your home? How clean is your home? Because yes, it can be messy because there's toys around. They have a lot of them. But is it messy or is it dirty? And how dirty and how messy do you leave it? And be so honest with yourself when you say that you want a clean home. Because if you really wanted that clean home, you would have had it. If it's something that you desire with all your heart, you would have made it happen. You would figure out a system. Here is where your toys are gonna go. This is a box. If you fit toys in there, you can keep them. If they don't fit, we can donate them, so on and so forth. Figure out your own ish. Figure out, if you want a clean home, figure out how you can make that happen. What's it called when it's like a sub bullet? How do you treat yourself? Everyone is just as important. And I said this in the take care of yourself and how important it is, because if you don't treat yourself nicely, like, what are you doing? I really hope that you find your journey in motherhood and realize that you can enjoy it, and it isn't just about struggling and surviving, even though it might feel like that sometimes. I hope the best for you, and that if you really want that clean home, you really want to enjoy motherhood, you focus more on that. You focus more on the positivity and that you got this, and believe in yourself. And the way to start all of this, in my opinion, I think, is an exercise. Start walking. That's what I've been doing. Just walk. Walk 30 minutes and then start increasing the pace and honestly, that is such a game changer. Anyway, I'm gonna end this pod talk here once my toddler left because my camera's overheating. I forgot to put my bag away. I just sat down and I'm like, I gotta talk now because my husband's gonna be home and I didn't want to record while he's here. I would love to have you here for weekly talks on motherhood, manifestation, alignment, law of attraction, quantum leaping. I find all of that so interesting, and I want to find like-minded people. I will catch you guys on another video. Bye. Wait, was I recording? Yes.